Hey everybody, welcome back to Pauly's Hat Trick. Another week, another 3 caps I'm going to introduce you to. As always, this is my teaser cap. I will start and finish with this cap and I will introduce it to you next week. So stay tuned to hear what this guy's about. The housekeeping item, real quick, I'd just like to ask if you don't mind, like and subscribe on my Facebook page. And if you could, click the little button below to subscribe to my YouTube page. That way you'll get the latest information that I share, such as this week on my Facebook page, I shared the partnership that's been formed with Peaky Hat and PGA Tour winner Harry Hall, who is now a brand ambassador for Peaky Hat. I think that's great news for Peaky Hat. I mean, Harry's been wearing the hats for a while, but now it's official and their partnership is sealed. That's awesome. And then last but not least, I want to do a quick shout out this week to Ant Ox. I mean, this guy in his t-shirts, if a hockey themed, show like this can't appreciate this shirt, I don't know who can. It's a great shirt. Give him and his online shop a look. He's got some cool items out there. I'm sure you're going to find something that you dig. So there's a couple of quick ones that I want to plant at the beginning of this one. Obviously, I'll do socials at the end of it. But let's get on with Pauly's Hat Trick, and let's get to the 3 caps I want to introduce you to this week. All right, guys. Hat number 1 this week is the Linenwheel Indigo Newsboy cap. This guy's made from hologram Paris, and it's sold by Funkybrims. This guy kind of slid right under the radar, and it was released the week before I think they opened up their brick and mortar store. This is a summertime cap if there ever was one. Denim blues, both kind of a dark and medium, a lighter blue, a very light gray, and then a kind of a medium blue brim. As I mentioned, it's linen, it's lightweight. You can actually see my hand behind it. That's just how lightweight it is. It's got a mesh liner, newsboy style, more of a form-fitting newsboy, just a little bit of flop or drape there on the side. Nowhere near as much as your Peaky hats have, but man, this is a sharp-looking cap. There's a second version of it out there that kind of has more of an orangish, peachish colors and purplish color scheme to it. Same design, just a different color scheme that I'm also kind of eyeing in case I might want to add that to my collection. This guy retails for $64. And this week, they have a code which is Live15. And Live15 will get you 15% off. And if you happen to do their rewards too, after you purchase enough with them, after you get 1,000 points, that's a $10 certificate. So should you have that $10 certificate plus the 15% off, all of a sudden a $64 cap is down to a 40 some odd dollar cap. So consider it. Consider adding it to your summer line. The Linenwheel Indigo Newsboy from Funkybrims is hat number 1 this week. Let's get on to hat number 2. All right, guys, cap number 2 this week. Here on my head is the Swisher Apparel Moonshine Gatsby. This is what they're calling their classic OG cap. This particular style, it sounds like it's not going to be out there much more. So I believe whatever they have in the sizes is what's available. And once those are gone, they're gone. There's been no mention of restocks on some of these. I could be wrong. There could be restocks on some of them, but the OG style is what it's out there, and it does have limited sizes for most of the OGs that are out there. The Gatsby style cap is, the OG style kind of has this little peak right here. I don't know if you can see that well enough or not, but that's kind of what defines it. And then you got the 2 kind of valleys that come down here. This guy is another very lightweight cap. You've got your yellows, you've got your blacks, you've got some grays and some whites, and in some cases, when those colors mesh together, it almost gives it a bluish hue, but I don't think there's actually any blue in here. Lightweight, I believe that's a linen liner that's in there. I am typically a 60. As you can see from this is a 61. The 60 was just a little too snug for me, so I did decide to get this. It fits well enough where it's not going to blow off my head, and since it's a lightweight cap, with that little bit of extra breathing room I have in there, as we get into the warmer months where I'm at, that'll give me some extra airflow. Great cap for summer. And you can pair this up with many different flannels and things that are out there based upon the colors. These retail for $45, and Swisher does not do any kind of discount codes. But if you remember from my previous episodes, he does do rewards. And after you have enough rewards from him, you get a $25 off code or certificate to use on whatever it is you want to use it for. Most of his t-shirts are right around the $25 mark, or if you have enough and you want to take $25 off a $45 cap, that's a steal. So here it is, Swisher Apparel's Moonshine Gatsby, their classic OG version, lightweight, good for summer. Hat number 2 of our hat trick. Let's get on to hat number 3. All right, guys, our third and final cap of the hat trick this week. It doesn't have any cool name or anything. I'm just going to call it a green pinstripe cap. Story on this one. I was looking for this kind while I was searching for St. Patrick's Day style hats. I came across this and thought it was a really cool looking pattern. I found this on a webpage called Studio Suits. Wasn't 100% sure if it was a legit webpage. Looked them up on Trustpilot, and they actually get some pretty good reviews for their suits and such. So I did take a chance, decided I'd order one. You order to size and you wait for it to be created. I ordered a 60. This was a little snug when I got it, so I did have to stretch it out. The style is super lengthy front to back. I'm not sure if I like it or not. The side view looks good. The front view, I wish this poof here was kind of in the back, so it was more of a newsboy cap. They do call it wool. It's closer to satin, so I would not call this wool. It's super lightweight. As you can see, it's totally palpable. It's very lightweight. Another, summer cap for sure. There's their Studio Suits logo in there. They call this an extra large, but it's a clean looking pattern. They do have matching suit vests. Actually, you can order a whole suit in this if you want. It's their green pinstripe. I paid $49 for it. It comes from the United Arab Emirates, so it took a couple of weeks for me to get it. Jury's still out on it for me. I got to steam it some more. I got a little, kind of a, indentation here that needs to be worked out a little bit. Don't know if I like it or not. Don't know if I'd get the vest and rock it or not. The other thing I'd mention, unlike some of our normal hats that we're used to, some of the normal run of the clan that we like, you can feel the hard plastic inside of the brim. So I don't know. Is it worth 49 bucks? Maybe not. But they did have some really cool patterns out there. They had some other greens and blues that, match their suits. And man, if this was just a little bit more of a true newsboy style, it'd be so sharp with a suit. But I'm just not 100% sure. I don't know if it's for me or not. So I'm trying really my best not to sway anybody with some of these decisions because it is a really cool pattern. But I'll let you be the judge on if you want to try one of these or not. They're out there, Studio Suits, $49. There was no discount code that I could find out there. And it is what it is. So if it's something you want to try out, check out their other patterns and colors and give it a pull. At least you're not dropping several $100s on it, considering where it's coming from, and the no extra tariffs or anything. 49 bucks included free shipping, so it wasn't a bad gig. So here it is, the green pinstripe, hat number 3 of our hat trick. Let's get on to socials. All right, guys, let's get on to socials and housekeeping. Couple of things, a little bit later releasing this week. I was up last night watching Immortal Man, so I decided to do it today, Saturday, the 21st of March. And it's a beautiful day outside, so I also wanted some outdoor time, and I want a little bit more before the day's over. So let's get her done. And just when I think there's going to be a short portion of socials, a lot of stuff starts to pop in. Thursday through Saturday, there's a bunch of stuff that gets announced. So here it is. Here's what I know. Let's start with Peaky Hat. On St. Patrick's Day, they released the 4-man flat caps. Those are the same canvas material as the Workman. Basically the same colors you get to choose from as well. They have a great lightweight mesh liner. It's a flat cap. It's really a sharp cap. They've done away with the buttons. I may actually include one in my next episode or two so that I can share it with you. But that's out there. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Todd Swisher. He actually announced that he's got his little Superman pin that he's going to release. That was released after he also let us know that his Lake Monster is out there, which is a green 6-panel mesh razor cap that he has for sale out there. But going back to the pins, kind of a Superman looking pin with the Swisher logo in it, his S, and it's magnetic. So it's not the pins that are going to punch a hole in your cap, which is pretty cool. I really like the concept of the magnetic pins, so you're not punching a hole in your cap. Boston Scally, this last week, they hit a hat on their website called the Hopper. That son of a gun sold out in probably 2 to 3 hours. Kind of a peachy apricot color scheme, kind of a muted too. It's not an in-your-face color scheme. So obviously folds right into their Easter line. It'll be interesting to see if they actually re-release that next year or not. But that was out there. If you want that now, you're going to have to buy it in a secondary market. And then last but not least, Funkybrims. They released a couple of Funkybrims for sure this week from City Sport. They're kind of a graffiti style cap. It's a flat cap. One of them kind of has like the graffiti on it, and the other one is kind of themed around music or the music industry. It's got a boombox on it, and like a record and some other things. Really unique caps. Probably not a style for everyone, but man, they're fun. And then just as I thought I had all my socials wrapped up this morning, Funkybrims also announced that they now have reopened their mystery cap box. So basically what that is you pay $70 and you get 3 caps in the size that you specify, but they pick the caps for you. And Chris brought up a good point. For $70, if I get 3 caps and only one of them I really, really, really like, heck, I can sell the other 2 for $20, $30, maybe even $40, depending on which cap they gave me. And I might even make my money back. And turns out that one that I love was a freebie. But it's not a bad deal. A lot of people like it. And I'm sure there's also a lot of people that don't like it because they want to be able to pick their caps and pick their color schemes and everything that goes along with it. So there it is. That's my wrap for this week. This is your teaser cap that I'll introduce you to next week. I hope you all are getting this beautiful weather that's outside right now, and you're all able to enjoy some outside time. So enjoy your weekend. I'll be chatting with you again, hopefully about this time next week. Thank you, guys. Have a great one.